welcome to your 2025 pick a card reading to see how you are glowing up this year. We're gonna get into some details. I'm gonna get a little bit in your business and see how you're glowing up, what areas of your life may be glowing up, or just what certain experiences that you are going to experience in 2025 that's going to contribute to you just leveling up and growing. So this is going to be a pick a card reading. We got 3 piles here. Pile number 1, I pulled, also in case you guys are curious about what deck I'm using the Black Power Tarot. I got this in like 2017. One thing to note is it is just a major arcana deck, so I like to use it for pick a cards and things like that. But anyway, let's get into the piles. We have pile number 1, Emperor energy. Either you chose this card or this Moroccan amethyst crystal. We have pile number 2, which is Le Soleil, which is the sun. You either chose this card or you chose this gator claw. And pile number 3, you chose the lovers or this like ancestral charm, little golden ancestor. All right, I'm gonna give you a second, think about it. You can watch 1, watch 2, watch all 3. It's totally up to you, honey. We're gonna put these here and we're going to start with pile number 1, the Emperor. Okay, honey, so there's definitely gonna be some changes to your day-to-day routines. I feel like this is the year where you build some true discipline and structure in your life. This is also going to be a time, some of you guys are going to be really leveling up in your career and making some boss moves. Like if you are currently in a junior position, Spirit could be preparing you right now to level up as a leader, applying for leadership positions. This could also be the year where you decide to be your own boss, start your own business. That's what I'm seeing here. The gentleman who is illustrated on this card, his name is Wolf. I forget his last name. I'll put it on the screen, but he is a blues singer, guitarist. So there's also something too here about you finding your voice, you know? You may be a singer, you may be a rapper, a poet, something having to do with your voice, a podcast. That could be something that you're being called to do in 2025. Or even just taking some sort of like musical lesson. Whether that's like learning a new instrument or, you know, getting your little vocal coaching or something like that. For the year 2025, what glow-ups will pile number 1 be experiencing? For 2025, what glow-ups will pile number 1 be experiencing? There's something about experimenting too. Sometimes I'm hearing like sometimes you have to kiss a few frogs to find your prince. The fact that the Emperor is showing up too is like there could be a relationship with the divine masculine that's also going to be growing this year. That's contributing to your glow up. This could be a closer relationship with your father, grandfather, child's father, or you being in a relationship with a strong masculine presence. This could also be like a mentor or something like that. But all right, honeys, for those who chose pile number 1, what glow ups will they be experiencing in 2025, Spirit? For my honeys who are choosing pile number 1, what glow ups will they be experiencing? Okay, first of all, let's talk about the 7 of Cups. There's a lot on your plate. There's a lot, I wouldn't say there's a lot on your plate. There's a lot to be considered. You're going to have options this year, honey. And that requires some discernment too, because just because doors are opening up for you doesn't mean that that is the door for you. So discernment is really important. Anytime the 7 of Cups comes through, this can indicate some confusion. I feel like maybe in 2024, you may have been a little bit uncertain about what path that you wanted to take, what it is that you wanted to do, how you wanted to show up as far as like your work, what routines would be necessary for you to create the discipline and structure that you need. And in 2025, the fact that this is showing up with the Emperor energy is showing it's like you figured it out. You found your niche. You found what lights you up. Okay, I love that here with the Seven of Cups. What else is here? I'm telling you, Queen of Lancers. Speaking of lighting you up, there's a huge change to your confidence, honey. Huge change to your confidence. I'm seeing some changes with this glow up too. There could be some changes to your hair. Maybe you're going to do the big chop. Maybe you're going to start covering your crown a little bit more. I'm also seeing too, is like a lot of you guys are going to really be into glamour magic. Either glamour magic or candle magic is going to also help you spiritually grow and develop too. The Queen of Wands is someone who knows herself. I'm thinking about what Hove said, like, I'm clear why I'm here. How about you? She knows why she's here. She's here to take up space. So for the year 2025, taking up space is going to be a theme for you. Being authentic, showing up unapologetically, almost pretending that no one is watching too, you know, pretending that there's no one watching. So there could be like this authenticity thing that's happening where it's like, you know, say if you're creating content or if you're in a public place, you're going to be showing up as yourself. If you hear a song and that's your shit and you in the coffee shop, you're going to get your little bop on and not really care. You're going to kind of be in your own world. Like there's something about you being in your own world, honey, that is really dope. I also feel like maybe you're just creating your own world too. And with that comes, who are these characters? Who are these people? Maybe that's what you're trying to decide now as well. I feel like community, the types of people that you want to associate yourself with or be around could be coming to the forefront. Who are these people that I should have access to my energy? Because it's giving I'm a goddess, right? So not everyone should have access to a goddess. Let me see. These are going to be people that can help me grow, that can help me elevate. Like those are some of the conversations that you're going to be having with yourself. Also, there's something here with purple. Purple is royalty, royal energy. And when I think about royal energy, of course, I'm thinking about the crown chakra or chakra. So there could be also like some crown chakra elevation, some spiritual growth that's happening as well. Or you actually building a routine around your spiritual practice. Let's see. You could also feel connected to sunflowers, maybe growing sunflowers, receiving sunflowers. But there's a huge confidence boost here. And you know what it is too? Like, your clarity is giving you the confidence that you need. Now that you're coming into this year, knowing exactly what it is that you want, what it is that you want to accomplish, and what you see for yourself through your third eye, because she has her eyes closed. So there's like this intuitive thing happening too. Once you decide that, and once you build the structure and the systems to meet those goals, there's a confidence that comes with that. So you're going to be confident through building systems, through being organized, through managing your time and energy wisely. Also learning like what is worth my energy. You know, what I'm seeing here too is like some of you guys may have been in situations where you've given your power away to certain situations, certain people, and it's not going down like that. It's not going down like that this year. It's not going down like that. It's like you are reclaiming your power. You are reclaiming your energy. All right, Spirit. How else is pile number 1? Saturn is showing up too. Back to hard work. Saturn is showing up too. Back to hard work. Back to discipline. As also too, like this year, we have Saturn in Aquarius, we have Saturn in Aquarius too. You could be someone who is a Capricorn watching this. Being disciplined. Also, Saturn rules time too. Some of you are going to be hitting like a certain age. I'm seeing 4s here. So maybe some of you guys that are watching this are going to be turning 40 or something with a 4, like 24, 34, something with 4s I'm getting here. And I feel like with that age comes a lot of expertise and wisdom. And rather than you like shying away from the aging process, I feel like you're embracing it. So I also see like some of us are getting older and wiser, but also like embracing that we're aging. It's fine like wine. Even 54, Spirit said. Maybe someone is going to be turning 54. All right. How else is pile number 1 going to be glowing up, Spirit, in 2025? How is pile number 1 going to be glowing up in 2025? 3 of Cups. I love that, honey. And just how we said 7 of Cups, using your discernment about communities. Here's 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups represents your core family. I feel like there's going to be, it could be 2 other people, 2 other friends specifically who are just, that's your tribe. That's who you're vibing with. So I also feel like you're not going through this glow up alone. Some of you may be making having like accountability group chats or setting certain goals with your friends to kind of keep you guys aligned with your goals and staying on top of your goals, holding each other accountable. I feel like this growth, you're not going through it by yourself. You're leveling up with your community. You're leveling up with your friends. But like I said, I specifically see 2 people here. So there could also be some upgrades as you determine who is for you and where you should be. I think you're also going to see how blessed you can be just by being in proximity to certain people. This isn't in like a user transactional way. This is just more so about paying attention to how your life and your energy changes when you welcome certain people into your life. Like, for example, I'm a Sag. Sages were ruled by Jupiter, right? The planet of luck and abundance and expansion. So sometimes bringing a Sag into your life can bring you some unexpected money, some unexpected blessings. It's not just a Sagittarius thing. I'm just using that as an example to gauge how your life changes when you're around certain people. You will know if someone is not for you because, you know, your coins were flowing, everything was cool, and next thing you know, like, you're either agitated or you're not making as much money as you used to. And it's just like, who is this new person that you brought into your life? What is this new energy that you brought into your life? So there's like some power in energetics or recognizing energetics when it's based around your community and the people that you're around, whether that is your friends or, you know, your chosen family. How else is pile number 1 glowing up in 2025? Yeah, Spirit is speaking about offerings. Know how I said 4, something with 4, someone might be turning 44, but like I said, 4s are significant too. So there's not only is there structure, but I also see that there's going to be most likely some changes around your home too. So if you are working on like moving or working on building a home or like trying to figure out where you want to go, there's going to be some laying that foundation and some seeds that are planted too regarding that. Also, if there's some offerings, there's something about offerings here. I feel like you're clear on what you have to offer. You're clear on what you bring to the table, right? I feel like you were questioning it before. You were questioning like, am I really good at this? Is this what I really should be doing? Am I actually talented and gifted, or was my family just gassing me up? It's like, no, you know exactly what you have to offer into this world. So that also changes like your self-worth and your self-value too. When you know what you bring to the table, you know what you're deserving of, and you know what you know your worth. So a lot of this glow up that's happening for you, honey, has to do with like your own personal self-worth. I'm telling Fortune. Okay, so there's also some financial blessings here too. There's some lucky energy. Somebody might be winning a scratch off. Someone could be winning the lottery. Someone could be coming into some money. But there's definitely some money here with Fortune to be claimed, honey. But like I said, I know I mentioned like Jupiter and Sagittarius vibes, but I do feel like there could be some Sagittarius watching this, or there could be a Sag that is going to, that Spirit is bringing into your life that's also going to help you grow and evolve as well. How else is pile number 1 leveling up in 2025, Spirit? Any other messages for how pile number 1? Spirit also speaks about there being some sort of reunion with the Queen of Wands. Maybe this could be you finding your inner spark, finding your own passion, finding what lights you up and what makes you feel confident. But there could also be like a family reunion, or there could be like a friendship reunion, a school reunion, or something like that too. That could also benefit you. It could be you going there, you're introduced to someone or reintroduced to someone that could be a valuable connection to you this year. Heavy on the ancestors as well. Your ancestors are helping you grow and elevate too. So there is also a call from your elevated ancestors to work with them as well. A lot of this Saturn energy showing up too. So this could be divine masculine ancestors, fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, uncles. If you have a partner, or if you're married, you could be working with like your husband's ancestors or your partner's ancestors if they're a masculine figure. Okay. Anything else here, honeys, for my honeys who chose pile number 1? Yeah, Spirit is going to be reuniting, bringing certain people into your life, or putting you guys on the same path, because they want to see what you do with it. They want to see, like, how can you be resourceful? How can you, like how people say it's not what you know, it's about who you know. It's like there's going to be certain people coming into your life that you know that could be of value to you. And Spirit really wants you to take initiative and try to see how you can allow those resources or those connections benefit you. And not in a shady way, because we're talking about someone who's working hard, someone who knows what they have to offer. If you are clear on what it is that you have to offer, if you have a clear vision about what it is that you're trying to do or what it is that you're trying to accomplish, there's nothing wrong with creating a business plan or creating some sort of pitch and sending that to someone who could help you connect the dots or help you execute it, okay? So that's everything that I have for pile number 1. Thank you, honey. If you are seeing this, then that means that you chose pile number 2, the sun, as well as this gator foot. All right, let's get into some intuitive messages first. The sun is definitely giving inner child. So there's this connection to you. Maybe you are being reintroduced to your inner child. There could be a childhood hobby, goal, or dream that you're connecting with too. I'm also seeing something with children. So pregnancy could be a thing. You can know a few people, know at least 2 people that are having children. Or there's also this energy with like twins too, or like something in 2s. For instance, if you have a business already, you could be juggling like 2 careers or 2 businesses or something like that. Because although it's the sun, I'm noticing that the sun is coming through with 2 kids, okay? So there's something here with that. Also, this card is represented by Sun Ra. So there could be a connection to like jazz and Afrofuturism that's really vibing with you too. Like, Spirit, allow me to tune into the energy of my honeys who have chosen pile number 2, or the sun energy. Also solar plexus chakra here, blonde hair, wearing more yellow. Yeah, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. All right, Spirit, let's see what's going on. How are pile number 2 glowing up? What ways are pile number 2 going to be glowing up in 2025? Spirit, allow me to channel these messages that come from a place of light, love, and truth. I ask my elevated and honorable ancestors to create a shield of protection around us. How is pile number 2 glowing up in 2025? Spirit, how is pile number 2 glowing up in 2025? Oh, honey, there's a tower moment. Dun, dun, dun. But, you know, the change, this is good change. This is good unexpected change. Sometimes it's like, you know how you don't know that you need something until Spirit gives it to you or Spirit delivers it to you? That's the change here. And I feel like this change could be due to your path. The fact that it's coming through with the sun usually represents the career. So know how I mentioned 2s? You see how the wind of change, there's 2 trees here. And then you also see in the Soleil card, there's 2 here. So you could either be making an important choice, or your time, your energy, your career could be split into like 2 different things. For instance, like you have a 9 to 5 that is like super secure, it's lit, you're already growing and glowing in that area, but there's a passion that you have. There's something that, there's a hobby that you have or a passion that you have that you're like, this is the year that I kind of really want to give myself the space to explore it. I'm also seeing something here with Chicago. Some of y'all might be going to Chicago, visiting Chicago, having some work in Chicago, connecting with people in Chicago. I don't know. It's just giving Windy City. I'm hearing like Kanye say, and they say Shy City, and they say Shy City on Homecoming. Do you think about me now and then? Yeah, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Maybe you guys are going to be listening to this, and now I'm coming home again. Maybe we can side again. I met this girl when I was 3 years old, but what I love most, she had so much soul. I said, excuse me, little homie, I know you don't know me, but my name is Wendy, and I like to blow trees in from that point. Yes, like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like, you're coming home, okay? Like, something is going to feel like home. Spirit is going to be pushing you. Maybe you're going to be moving into a new place. Maybe moving into a high rise. Maybe moving into a high rise, or like a space that is more accommodating to your needs, to your own growth, and to your own expansion. There's also going to be just a shift in your overall energy. The sun is also ruled by Leo. There could be some really huge changes, or maybe an impulsive change that you make to your hair, whether that's a haircut, dyeing your hair. That could be a part of your glow up too, like something having to do with your hair. How else can you elaborate actually on this wind of change, Spirit, with this Tower moment? How is this change helping pile number 2 glow up? How is this big change, unexpected change? Okay, so I guess we're gonna pull Queen of Lanterns for both piles. If you were thinking about choosing pile number 1, I think you should go ahead and do that, because I just pulled that. But a lot of this has to do with your confidence. Solar energy, sun sign energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, honey. It's like you are embodying your own energy here. It's really like you finding your own vibe and maintaining that vibe, maintaining that frequency. There's something about your energy. There's something about your energy, either your energetic input or you working with shifting your energy, embracing your energy, and staying in your light. Okay, I also feel like a lot of y'all are going to be finding your light, finding something, connecting with something that lights you up from the inside. Because she has her hand kind of like on her heart chakra here. So this change, this pivot, this Tower moment is going to definitely increase your confidence. How else is pile number 2 going to be glowing up in 2025, Spirit? How else? I'm telling you, the Fool. It's a new journey. I don't even feel like I don't feel like you're expecting it. Or maybe you are. Maybe it's something that you've been like kind of on the fence about. Should I take this risk? Oh, I don't know. I'm a little scared. Should I fucking move? I don't know. I want to be close to family. Like it's kind of like that internal dialogue of going back and forth, and then finally you sit with yourself. Maybe you do some ritual work on it, light a candle on it, and it's like, yes, I am going to go for it. So I feel like 2025 represents huge new beginnings for you, honey. Like this is a new life, a new cycle. I'm literally thinking about that video.
Let me give her some bundles. Give her some bundles. The same because bundles that she's been having past weeks. Let me give her a new style, a new hairdo, a new cut, a new color.
The same bundles that she's had these past weeks. Let me give her a new cut, a new color, a new hairstyle. Like, maybe you guys are gonna see that, but like that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like new cut, new color. Like there's something new. Like there's something about newness. I love the Fool energy because the Fool also represents like self-trust. you are trusting yourself. You are trusting in your spirits. You are going within to make sure that everything that you agree to, everything that you associate with or connect yourself with is a vibrational match. I'm also seeing something too about like land. That could be important too. It could be a new goal to like, you know, maybe you're going from, wow, okay. Maybe you're going from like suburban living to like homestead vibes. I got an acre, I'm on a farm, you know? Like going from like a city to like suburbia or just like slower living. An environment too, I feel like you're going from somewhere that is like, maybe there's going to be a change in the weather. Like you're going somewhere, this could even mean bi-coastal. Okay, honey, I see you making big moves. That could be it too. Like you go somewhere in the winter and then you go somewhere in the fall, or you spend half your time here, half your time there. I'm thinking about Aaliyah. She got her Atlanta house. She has her New York apartment. She has her Dubai apartment. She be in London. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here too. Like kind of like the world is your oyster. So with that said, I see a lot of traveling happening for you too. And that's also just you being in these different experiences is going to light you up and just kind of like be a spark for joy. You radiate joy, honey. You're going to be a source of joy for other people around you. And I think that's also going to be calling in people who feel connected to you. If you are someone who, you know, does something that requires like people looking at you, putting yourself in the spotlight, there's going to be significant growth in your platform, growth in your followers, growth in your subscribers. I see that for you. Okay. I'm also seeing rainbows here. I'm seeing rainbow too. So there could also be a big coming out too. That is like, that could be you stepping into your authenticity too. Coming out is possibly bisexual, right? Coming through as bisexual, coming out as non-binary, you know, identity, gender identity, sexual identity. Like those are going to be things that are helping you grow and evolve too. And it's a glow up because you're honoring who you truly are and not who others want you to be or how you've been programmed to be. So there's also like this taking off the mask, like taking off the mask and being loud about it too. You don't have to like have a transitional phase. You can wake up one day and be in your mask energy, and the next day you wake up and you can be giving super femme. So you don't have to play the respectability politics. If you've been playing that, especially like at work, there's gonna be like a deterioration or a separation from like you needing to play, you feeling like you gotta play those games. What other glow ups are happening for my honeys in pile number 2? The Hermit. So there's like a lot of spiritual growth here as well. So I know we spoke about the fun and kiki and the light, but there's also like this spiritual growth too. You notice how I'm getting 2s here with you? You know, do you guys see that? So there's this embrace of duality, the embracing your light side. You have the sun, right? So you're embracing your light. But the Hermit also reminds you that there's going to be these moments that your shadow is introduced, the veil is lifted from your shadow, and you're going to start to see different parts of yourself, maybe your darker side, your shadow side, and you're going to integrate that though. You're going to integrate it. So there's also shadow integration here too. There could be Virgo energy, that a new relationship, new connection with a Virgo, or the month of August could just be really, really lit for you too. The summer, because you picked the sun. The sun is ruled by Leo, and then you have the Hermit that's ruled by Virgo. So Leo season and Virgo season, you could be experiencing some major upgrades here. Also, this connection with snakes too represents deep transformations. Your spiritual growth is a catalyst for your physical growth or your physical aesthetic too. So based on like your own personal changes and transformations, it could change the way that you're dressing or the way that you're showing up, like your beauty, your aesthetic overall, your vibe might shift. All right. What other, how else is pile number 2 going to be glowing up in 2025, Spirit? Okay. Spirit is saying that like some of us were feeling a little bit stuck. This is the year where we get that momentum too, and we get that clarity. The sun also represents things being clear. With that said, this is why some of you guys who chose pile number 2 also need to go to pile number 1 as well, because there's a path that's being lit up for you. There's clarity on what your path is. It's clear on you have more clarity on what it is that you were supposed to be doing, where before you were a little bit stuck or a little bit hesitant or a little bit sure. Also, Spirit wants to tell you too, there are going to be some times this year when you're going to have some breaks and you're going to be maybe a little bit intimidated by it because you feel like you should be busy. You want to fill up your space. You want to be in the streets. You want to be out there networking. So it's also really important to honor like when it's time to pop out and when it's time to go within. Okay, and honor those times that Spirit shapes for you or molds for you to be in stillness, because that's also where deep transformation and inner growth takes place. I'm telling you, with the High Priestess too. So honey, there's a lot of spiritual growth here and spiritual development. There's going to be you have your own intuitive gifts that are going to be highlighted. I'm seeing something with a crystal ball. So this could be clear vision, clairvoyance. One of your gifts could be clairvoyance. With this like little microphone thing, what is that thing called? Something phone. With that there too, it could be clairaudience, being able to hear Spirit more clearly too. So there's going to be some spiritual gifts that are going to be showing up for you too. But this is going to be in these hermit moments or these hangman moments when it's like, when you have those moments where it's like, I don't have anything to do, or things have been super quiet at work, or things just feel super still. That's when you're supposed to be dedicating it and devoting it to your spiritual practice. So you're going to be diving deeper in your spiritual practice. I'm also feeling like Scorpio energy is showing up for you too. Other thing here is 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not thinking about, so there's this shift in focus. That's where the clarity is too. I feel like in the past, you may have hyper focused on like what was missing, or, you know, what didn't work out, or it's like, I wish this person would have did this for me, or I wish this situation would have happened. And it's like, Spirit wants you to get out of that. Like you're getting away from that energy. And a lot of your blessings come from you putting a magnifying glass to all that is present in your life. So there is this focus on like the connections that you have as they are, and your life as it is too, a gratitude. So the spirit of gratitude and the energy of gratitude is going to also help you glow and grow in 2025. Any other messages for pile number 2? How is pile number 2 going to be? The Fool. Ooh, I'm telling you, rest and relaxation. Spirit is going to be teaching you to work smarter, not harder. There's a seamlessness. Something with seamlessness. Like things are going to be easier for you. And you know it's going to be, you know you're in alignment when things are easier for you. So if a relationship feels easy, rather than doubting it or like waiting for the ball to drop, it's like, oh, this is what this is supposed to feel like. I think that a lot of us are so programmed to feel like trauma and hardship is what makes the experience or what makes it worth it. But I feel like a lot of you are actually going to lean into the light and lean into the positive energy and the positive side to things. And it's like, oh, if this brings me ease, if my energy feels safe here, then this is most likely a vibrational match for me. telling you. Spirit really wants you to commit to your spirituality, your spiritual practice, commit to self-awareness, you know, having check-ins with yourself, checking in. How am I feeling? How is the situation making me feel? How is this change making me feel? You know, there could also be some important commitments that Spirit wants you to devote yourself to as well. That's going to help you grow. Other ways that our pile number 2 going to be glowing. This new beginning, Spirit wants to make sure that this new beginning, you celebrate yourself. So you could be throwing yourself a really big party, a really big dinner, something to celebrate this new change, this new beginning, this new chapter in your life. Like that's what you're going to be saying. Like, ooh, this is my new chapter. I'm turning the page. Like that kind of like almost like literary metaphors could be significant too. Some of you guys might be reading more in 2025 as well. And like that education is also helping you. You also have Fortune here, and it's showing up in kind of reverse. Again, Fortune, the same card showed up in pile number 1. Let me tell you about this Hot Honey Oracle. I have 178 cards. So whatever cards come out are the cards that are supposed to come out. So I also see like there's some unclaimed fortune. I also feel like a lot of y'all got coin and you try to hide that you got coin. Like you don't want people to really know your lifestyle. You kind of like, I don't know. It's like you don't want people pocket watching. You don't want people counting your coins. But it's like you're moving past the stage of being able to hide your own wealth and your own money. And there's nothing wrong with wanting your lifestyle to show that, you know, like you worked for it or didn't. Maybe you're just blessed. Maybe you got lucky. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's yours. You have fortune that is yours. And your spirits and guides want you to stop like pretending that it isn't there or feeling guilty about it. Feeling guilty, like, why do you feel guilty for having everything? You know? So if you have money, you're coming, I feel like you are going to be coming into money, first of all. But if you already have money, I see that you're going to be making like some, you know, maybe making some celebratory investments, maybe gifting yourself something really, really nice to celebrate this new move, or to commemorate is the word that's coming through, commemorate this new beginning. So I feel like with the wind of change too, like this is going to be changes to your finances too. Okay. This new change could be due to school. Some of you guys are going to be going back to school. Maybe you were completing school, finishing school, getting your degree. Big yourself up for that. Maybe you were going to step into your own teacher role. There is something about learning though, okay? So I think I mentioned it before, but education, it's like, that's what I mentioned, like reading. You might be reading. So this is the confirmation about like reading and learning too is going to be significant for you. And that's also going to help you grow. And that could be beneficial to your career too. The sun also represents your career. With that said, Spirit is speaking about they could be changing your career or changing your job, and it could be due to a layoff. It could be due to something that you were not expecting. And it's really because Spirit said that you were supposed to be making more money and you weren't making it. So they closed that doors and opened a new one so that you can actually like have the money that you deserve, and that you, have the money that you deserve. Any other final ways that pile number 2 is glowing up? Okay, final messages. We have routine and rituals. So having set routines and rituals is really important too. It's going to help you stay on track. It's going to keep you accountable for your goals. And also routine and rituals as well as like spiritual rituals, spiritual routines. I know we spoke a lot, like, well, we didn't speak a lot, but with this high priestess energy and with this high priestess energy, it's like you're going to be going through your own spiritual transformations, your own mystic or esoteric journey. And it's going to become a practice. So it's like maybe on Mondays I do this work or I study this. So I know we spoke about school and education, but this could be spiritual education here, learning new things that are going to help you spiritually grow and internally shift today. But animal spirits, okay? So there's going to be a connection to animals too. Some of you guys are going to be getting a new pet as well. I love that for you, embracing thinking about getting a new pet. This is a confirmation to go ahead, do that. I don't even want to say pet, but maybe an animal companion. Some of you guys maybe be working with animals, doing something with animals, building a closer connection to your animals. It could be an animal that like, maybe adopting an animal that's like a stray, or this animal just shows up at your doorstep. A cat just shows up at your doorstep, whatever the case may be. But there's something here with animals. Either way, honey, I hope that you enjoyed your messages. Oh, final message about duality here with the High Priestess and Permit and the Queen of Lanterns too, is like a lot of you guys are going to be mastering the art of sharing and also like setting boundaries, keeping certain things sacred, keeping certain things private, but also sharing, you know, the things that you want to share, the things that you feel comfortable sharing. It's like this year is when you're going to find that balance. So honey, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this message. If you feel called to, I highly recommend booking a one-on-one with me. I love you and I will speak to you soon. Thank you so much, Spirit. This, that means that you chose pile number 3, aka the Lovers, or you chose this beautiful golden ancestor. Spirit, I pray that you use me as a vessel to tune into the energy of my honeys who are going to be seeing this. How are they glowing up in the new year? How are they glowing up in 2025? What experiences will they have? What shifts are happening in their life that is helping them grow and evolve? First, let's do some intuitive messages. Let's talk about this. You know what's crazy? First of all, James Brown is showing up. That could be significant for you. Listening to James Brown, watching the James Brown movie, or just being into like funk and soul. I'm getting the Lovers here, which is ruled by Gemini. So you could be a Gemini connecting with someone who is a Gemini. There's different meanings for the Lovers. And in this card, y'all see Cupid. Okay? So there's love, dating, relationships, and connections here that are on the horizon that are going to help you grow and also like compliment you here. Some of y'all might be embracing non-traditional relationships, i.e. polyamory, or at least exploring it. The Lovers also speaks about decisions. So there could be a really big decision to make in your love life or in your relationships, having to choose between two people, or having to choose between two different paths, or having your cake and eating it too. Because like I said, maybe you don't have to make a choice. James Brown isn't here with just one lady. He got both of them. There's something here with love though. Cupid's arrow. I'm hearing like, take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Gem class heroes. So there's some pride in your relationship too. Some of y'all gonna be booed up. All right. Spirit, helping me tune into the energy of my honeys who chose pile number 3. We call upon my elevating honorable ancestors to help me channel messages and wisdom that best serves and support our highest light and greatest good. Spirit, how is pile number 1 going to, Spirit, how is pile number 3 going to be glowing up in 2025? How is pile number 3, those who have chosen pile number 3, going to be glowing up? Well, first of all, I see you making some changes to your physical appearance. There's something that is going to be making you feel more youthful. Whether you're going to be getting, like, some of you guys are going to be going to the esthetician, getting some fillers, Skin tightening, focusing on your skin, focusing on your beauty care, niacinamide, collagen, all those things. Those could be things that are just like resonating with you right now. But there's something about, I want to say anti-aging, but maybe just like aging more gracefully. You know, there's something here with that. Some of you guys are going to get compliments that you look more youthful or that you look younger. Yeah, there's something about looking more youthful or you're looking younger. And sometimes it's not the changes that you make to your physical appearance. It could just be your change environment, change in your relationships, a decision that you made, a choice that you made that's okay. So there could be a major choice that you make in 2025 that is going to physically make you look more youthful. You're going to look more happy, more vibrant, more full of life. Those are the things that people are going to say to you, like, and you're like, damn, all I did was move. Damn, all I did was leave that relationship. Damn, all I did was get a new bae, you know, but it's going to have a physical effect or physical change to your life. How else is pile number 3 going to be glowing up in 2025? Okay, honey. Yeah, you're going to definitely be making some self-care investments. So you're glowing up because you are actually making some changes to your physical appearance. Some of y'all actually might be going as far to get like surgery. If that's the case, then it's blessed here, like blessed energy here. Like I don't see anything going wrong. So if that is the case, I hope that I hope you stay safe and all that. But with the 9 of Pentacles here, which is the 9 of Plants, this speaks about a huge financial glow up. Major changes, like it's giving INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She got her own car. She got her own house. Hey. So it's like you got your own. So now that I feel like you may have already had your own, but maybe you were on survival mode before. Maybe you were only able to like financially invest in the things that you needed. And this is the year where you're going to be able to like invest in the more material things. So there's also like this material girl glow up. I feel like you're going to be buying like new luxury items or making luxury purchases. If you were doing your nails before, having a little DIY moment, it's like, okay, now I can get my nails, my pedicures and shit like that. Spa days, getting massages, like those things that people would consider a luxury are now just a part of your lifestyle. So there's going to be an upgrade to your lifestyle too, honey. I love that. There's going to be big changes to your lifestyle. I'm seeing something here with chocolate brown. If you're making changes to your hair, you guys might be going brunette, going like to a rich chocolate brown, or you might be rich chocolate brown. Okay, that could just be your skin complexion. Like, I don't like to call people chocolate because we're not foods, but you know what I mean. Like you could just have a beautiful skin tone, a rich skin, and maybe it took you a while to embrace it because fucking colorism. Unfortunately, but I feel like if you have experienced that, it's like you are actually going to be seeing how beautiful you are and really just embracing the skin that you're in and loving it, leaning into it. It's like before you would wear sun hats or, especially if you were Black and Southern, you were probably told to wear a hat so you don't get too dark when you go outside. And it's like, fuck that. I want to get as dark as I can get healthily. Of course, we're wearing our SPF, but it's like, I love my melanin. So there's something about you loving your melanin. Maybe some of you guys are going to go tanning and you feel that like, it's not really to change your complexion. It's really just to give you that glow, especially if you're a brown girl watching this. That could be also part of like your luxury, investments that you're making. I feel like there could be a solo vacay that you're going to take too, or there's going to be an ability for you to like travel solo. Even if it's for work, it's going to be an experience. All right. How else is pile number 3 glowing up in 2025, Spirit? Share with us. How else is pile number 3 glowing up in 2025? Ooh. Okay, we have the wheel, aka the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, there's definitely some luck here. I think I pulled that for pile number 1. So if you were seeing this, maybe pile number 1 is going to vibe with you too. There's going to be some, oh, that's why the ancestor came through. Some of you guys are going to be having some revelations or some new information regarding your ancestry. So you may not have known that like you have indigenous blood, or you may not know that you were like mixed with something. So some of you guys might actually be doing or taking ancestry tests to learn more about, you know, where you came from. You're learning about where you came from, learning about your elders, learning about your ancestors, and kind of investigating. It's like, to know who you are, you kind of have to know where you came from. So there's also like this deep-rooted connection to finding more about your history, your family history, and your family lineage. And that's also just a huge blessing for you. That's going to be a turning point in your spiritual journey. Some of us were not sure, like, you know, but I think that just having like some sort of like clarity in regards to your identity, that's going to give you some confidence, and also just maybe also reassuring like certain spiritual practices that you have too. With the Hermit card showing up, this showed up in pile number 2. You're going to have like moments of stillness, or moments where you're going to feel like you need to isolate, pull back. So you're going to have those moments of like, it's interesting because you have 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit. So I feel like it's so funny because when I pulled this, I thought it was going to be like having options. I feel like if you are dating, you're going to have options, or if you're in if you're dating, you're going to have options. But I also see like you, even if you're in a relationship, there is this like self-prioritization, you taking time for yourself, you making sure that like you have your own date nights, you have your own self-care days. It's like not allowing your relationship, or not allowing your relationship, your career, or anything like that to interfere with the time that you pour into yourself. That some of you guys might be also spending more time like building a morning routine and a night routine as well. Ooh, I love it. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups represents ultimate fulfillment, happiness. So it's like joy. So I also see family here too. Some of you guys might be making a choice to start a family here. Start a family. You may be connecting or be reunited with family. This could also just be a really beautiful year for your family as well. Like not a lot of drama, just like kind of just harmony, being on the same page. But I definitely see a mother breastfeeding here. So I feel like if you are watching this, you are likely already a parent or already mother or father or whatever. But it's like in 2025, Spirit wants you to take more time for yourself in the midst of that. It's like in order to be there for your family, in order to support your family, you also have to like be there for yourself and do things to make you happy. So there's like a selfishness that Spirit wants you to embrace too, because that's going to help you glow up. Dedicating and spending more time with yourself. What other ways, Spirit, is pile number 3 going to be glowing up in 2025? Ooh, we have collab. Interesting that this is showing up with Hermit. There could be a Virgo in your life too, a collaboration with a Virgo, building something with a Virgo, reconnecting with a Virgo, maybe a childhood friend. What other ways is pile number 3 going to be glowing up in 2025? Vulnerability is showing up too. So there's something about like your heart chakra, being emotionally open. This is interesting. The number 23 and 32. If you're seeing this, maybe you're turning 23 or turning 32 this year, but also both of them are 5. So 555. If you are someone who already like moved solo dolo, there could be some opportunities for you to build with someone else, to collaborate with someone else, someone who maybe shares your vision, but only if you're open to it. Only if you're open to it. Spirit also speaks about you using your voice as well. So the fact that this fell on the Lovers too is like, once you make a decision, stand on it. Once you make a decision, stand on it. There might be something with your voice that you are not benefiting from, or you're not using it properly. Like, your voice is an instrument. So pile number 3, some of you guys may have like, you might get voice compliments like, oh my gosh, I love your voice, it's so unique, or your tone, or your voice is so soothing and relaxing. You need to see what you can do with that. How can you monetize that? Like, I don't know. Are you supposed to be like reading books and making a book reading page on YouTube? Or are you supposed to be a voice actor? Are you supposed to be creating a podcast? Are you a really good singer? There's something with your voice here that Spirit wants you to activate and be open to sharing, being vulnerable, right? Yeah, Spirit speaks about your voice being an instrument. Any other final messages for pile number 3 and how they're glowing up? Psychic. Okay. I know I mentioned ancestors. If you are going to be connecting with your ancestors, building a closer relationship with your ancestors, learning about your ancestral practices, it's going to activate some intuitive gifts here. You have psychic gifts here. So these are psychic gifts I feel that you have inherited. I believe that we're all inherently psychic, but some of us are born with other spiritual gifts, and some of us it's like a muscle. It's like once you exercise or activate that muscle, your gifts can grow. So though you may be someone who didn't inherit it, I feel like most of you guys who are choosing pile number 3, you have intuitive gifts that have been passed down to you. And if you are a parent, you're also passing down those gifts to your children. If you are also psychic, you may be connecting with a family member who also is like intuitive, but maybe it's just voiced differently, you know? Maybe they're like, I'm a dreamer, or like I have really vivid dreams, or I have like crazy deja vu, or, you know, sometimes I hear things too. So there's that. All right, final messages for how pile number 3 is glowing up, Spirit. Final messages. Okay. Listen, we have fame here. We have fame here. So heavy on the visibility, honey. Some of you guys might actually be collaborating with someone famous, meeting someone famous, dating someone famous. If you are intuitive, you might get famous or go viral for your messages if you use your voice, if you share your gifts. We also have earth signs here too. So I know I mentioned Virgo because we have the Hermit here, but yeah, earth sign energies could be helping you glow up this year too. Or you are an earth sign and you're embodying your earth sign energy. Like maybe you're a Taurus. Taurus love to eat good. They love to work hard, play hard, luxuriate. So channel that earth sign energy. All right, honeys, that's everything that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed these messages. If you feel called to, I want you to dive deeper, book a one-on-one with me. Let's see how deep can we go. All right, honeys, that's everything I have for y'all, and I will see you guys soon.